Back to a brand new video on the channel. So today we have a little interesting video. So about next week I think is the changes that are gonna be made to the game, like the overhaul for the UI. I don't know about the RAM update, but the stuff they're gonna do with all the souls, get rid of some events like Legend Road and like the bonus battles. So I think that's next week. Also, I think we're gonna get some buffs for some units, maybe some zenkais, maybe some Plat equipments. Just because there's not going to be any more units releasing until the anniversary, which is like 16, 17 days away. We're very, very close. So I'm going to have a couple of these videos just ready to go. So this one is going to be the movies update, or the movies buffs. I'm going to do like 4 or 5. Another one I have coming out is, of course, the Universe Rep one. I'm going to leave the other 2 as a secret. But today we're going to cover, I think, 6 units is how I want to do this. I preferably want to go over 3 zenkais and 3 plats. That's not always going to be the case. But I think that's how I'm going to do it. 6 units that need a buff. But anyways, let's get into the video. Let's just hop straight into the first unit. Okay, so jumping in at the first unit that I think badly needs a zenkai. This is for the movies edition. Is this purple revival Gohan. This guy is very old. This guy is very, very old. Let's just look at him. So 256 to strike. Let's just look at his kit. I don't know how I'm going to structure these going forward, but these guys almost have nothing to their kit. So they have to fully redesign a new kit. So my philosophy for the zenkai or the plat equipments is they're pretty much the same. They can make plats just as strong as zenkais, and I think the zenkai for this guy is needed. Just because this guy is very old. They need to redesign like a whole new kit. This guy needs like cover null, this guy needs card draw speed, this guy needs immunity to abnormal conditions, cancels attribute downgrade. He needs a lot. So purple revival, purple needing some buffs. I think this guy is definitely very valuable. He's Sun Family movies, he's hybrids, yeah, Super Saiyan, I guess. So just some pretty decent tags. This guy's very old, and I think he is definitely deserving of a zenkai. A zenkai or plat, I think that's how I'm gonna, structure these. I'm leaning towards a zenkai. This guy's very old, just like I said. He needs a zenkai. They need to completely redesign the kit, and they need to get it done. Like for Yamcha, like in launch, those guys are not good. Those are very old characters. So this guy, yeah, he needs a bit of help. Anyways, I think this guy is definitely worthy of a zenkai. Let's get into the next character. Okay, so the next character that I think needs a buff, I'm very scared to say this, is the Red Pan. She's actually still used. I see her sometimes. Sometimes she has sub-count manipulation. She's drawing a lot of blue cards. She's supporting the team. She's actually still decent. We can look at her at 14 stars, She's a support character. She has very good defenses. Not much damage inflicted. So I think a zenkai is definitely due for this character. She's inflicting attribute downgrade. So just some more to that. She's giving ki. She has very annoying ki reduction. If you're running characters like 3Q or people who are immune to ki destruction, it's not gonna be that bad. But yeah, definitely. She draws a lot of blue cards. She's manipulating sub counts, so she's very, very still decent. Yeah, afflicts all enemies with 2 sub counts. Yeah, reduces enemy ki by 15. Shorts allies characters Gohan and Piccolo. So yeah, she's definitely needing of a zenkai. I think she's definitely as age where she's almost 3. Was she 3 years old now? 2 years old? She's very old. She's old. Like not as old as some other characters, but she's definitely like old compared to how power creep is in this game. She's movies, she's hybrid, she's Sun Family, girls, kids. I mean girls is getting some buffs, I guess kids too. But yeah, I think Red Pan definitely deserving of a zenkai. Probably can get away with the plat, but I think the zenkai would be better for the movies. So yeah, well, let's get into the next character. Not much to talk about. It's Pan, very annoying if she does get a zenkai. I'm actually scared. But let's get into the next character. Okay, so speaking of Gohan, that's why I kind of wanted to zenkai Red Pan. We're gonna go with the blue Gohan. The red one, obviously doesn't need as much help as this guy. The red one's gonna be decent. This guy is gonna be scary. So I think for this guy, he definitely, yeah, I think the Plat equipment for this guy would be fine. Maybe a zenkai, but I think the Plat equipments for these guys, and I honestly just prefer Plat equipments because they're easier to get than zenkais. You can get access to them right away. What is this guy doing? Yeah, when this guy released, he was very, very annoying. So when the battle starts, he's getting 100% to his unique gauge. Not much damage inflicted, but like these older characters, yeah, reduced damage to like 60% to, like, that's damage guard, I guess. Yeah, 60% is not enough these days. Minus 5 to arts cost, just sort, yeah, he just has, you guys know what this guy can do. I'm just gonna go over his kit. I think a Plat equipment is definitely needed. They need to be careful because they can do a lot to make this guy very powerful. Is he gonna get a Plat for the anniversary? Probably not, but maybe. I just want to make these videos just to see what characters, and just to tell you guys what characters I think needs buff. This guy needs no introduction. You guys know what he does. When this guy released, he was a menace. He was even just destroyed Ultra Broly. Yeah, this guy has both cover changes, which is the annoying thing. So yeah, I think a Plat equipment is deserving for this guy. This guy's pretty old at this point. I guess you can share the spot with the Red Beast Gohan. But yeah, this guy is, pretty old and deserving of a buff. Anyways, let's get into the next character. Okay, so getting into the next character, GOKU. This guy's pretty old too. When he fought, against Cooler. I actually love this movie. This guy's in defense, so a zenkai for the Sparkings. The zenkais are definitely needed. They can go with the Plat equipment routes because we just got the Mao Jr. and the 23rd Goku, 23rd World Tournament Goku. This guy's a healer. He has actually a strike cover change. He has an ultimate. He has some decent support for the team. He's movies, Sun Family, Super Saiyan, and all that. This guy's, not a lot, like, this guy almost has nothing to his kit, so I think the Zenkai, this guy's, like, terrible. Like, I actually still see him sometimes, and there's actually a cult following for this guy on Twitter I've seen, for this guy, and then the Blue Namek Goku, the newer one, not the old one. So I think this guy's definitely worthy of a Zenkai. Like, look at this, it restores ally health by 5 for 5 times. We have people doing more than that on their green cards, or just entering the battlefield. Like, look at Q. Majin Q heals the whole team. We have characters healing on standby. Vegeta. We have characters healing the whole team. Even Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza just does this passively. So yeah, a Zenkai, if he's going to be a support, they want to build him support. I think he's a defense character also, so just, yeah, a defense. Building him more defensively would be pretty good. So a Zenkai, we have a lot of yellow Zenkai movie characters, but I honestly didn't know who to put here, so I think this guy's fine here. I just wanted to include a yellow character, and I think a Zenkai for this guy is definitely needed. But anyways, let's get into the next character. Okay, so coming in at the next character, kind of a surprise maybe to some of you guys. So it was a toss-up between this guy and the green-orange Piccolo. So I decided to go with him. Just because we need some Super Gogeta love. We've been getting some, we just got Vegeta Blue a couple months ago. We haven't got a Gogeta in a minute. I guess we got this Super Gogeta buff, the Plat equipment, like 4 months ago. But this guy being revival movies, he's actually still pretty decent. So Plat equipment, they don't need to go too crazy. This guy's blue card hits pretty hard. You can get the support for Fusion Wars. When you're in PyCon, having access to, the healing and being a revival, this guy, revives into Super Gogeta. So what does he have? 90% to damage inflicted, not very much. But he does have card draw speed, and I think he does have an endurance nullifying blue card. Let's look at just Gogeta. Yeah, Gogeta, he gets an extra 50%, so I think he has 140% to damage inflicted. I'm not sure. I think that's just base Gogeta. 10% to damage guard. Yeah, this guy, Plat equipment would be very, very good. He has very good strike damage still, I guess. I actually did use him recently, and his blue cards can hit pretty hard. Yeah, I think this guy is definitely worthy just because of revival for movies. But anyways, let's get into the next character. Nothing needs to be said about Pikkon. He's Pikkon. I mean Gogeta. Next character. Okay, coming in at the last character. I was gonna add Janemba initially on this list, but I decided to add, you know, the yellow Goku just because I wanted to add a yellow character. So this is, I guess, a shared spot with Janemba, but we're gonna go with Ultra Gogeta Blue. This guy is actually looking like he's gonna get a zenkai because we have Frieza, who is, I guess, the most recent Ultra to get like a buff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Rose, and you know, this guy released a couple of months after him. So, or Rose released a couple of months after this guy. This guy's Fusion Warrior. He has like the counter gauge, I guess, not very as good as it is nowadays, as we have like Majin Vegeta and Gogeta 4. But he draws a blue card. He has the type neutral blue. He has Vanish Restoration. I believe he nullifies Endurance on Rising Rush. I think so. This guy is a very cool character. Yeah, nullifying activate. I think type neutral against all of that stuff. Very, very cool character here. Yeah, excludes normal conditions. Own unit gauge will disappear after 3 times. Draws a blue card, of course. Yeah, once the guy unit gauge is full, he's getting 20% health. 30% to health. No, yeah, type neutral for 5 counts, as I said. Nullifies cover change for 10 counts. -3. Yeah, okay, reduce Dragon Balls. This is very, very good. So with a Plat equipment, I think this guy can definitely be top 5 in the game. Nothing needs to be said. We want Gogeta as a zenkai. Also, honorable mention to, I guess, Janemba. Janemba, you know, the main reason I didn't want Janemba is just because he's annoying. I guess his gauge isn't as bad to deal with nowadays. But I'm very scared if they give this guy a Plat equipment soon, even possible for the anniversary. But I think you guys will want to see the universe rep video. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I do have a couple of these coming out. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been your boy Darts, and I'm out. Peace.